want you to pay attention to what massive difference in tone and low end there is between the first and the second. If you were not aware of this, this could be the biggest production mistake that will mess up your low end more than anything else. Let's take a look. Hello everyone, welcome back to MixBest TV. Hope you're having a great day. Before we start, please check the info box down below for my mixing courses on ProMix Academy, free plugin special discounts and offers. And if you're learning from the videos and you want to learn a lot more and support the channel, click the join button down here, become a MixBest TV member. Access the already big and always growing library of full mixing courses on so many different genres, start to finish, mastering courses, special videos, and a lot more. And if you want to grab some cool audio related merch, we have t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, pillows, all here below the video. Let's get to it. I'm gonna keep this short and to the point because the concept is extremely simple, but if you're not aware of this, this might be, like I said in the intro, one of the biggest production mistakes that will mess up your low end more than anything else. I'm gonna show you why it's important that you print your VST instruments, especially if you're stacking basses and synth basses. This is one of Bella's new songs. I'm working right now on the production, so it's not even remotely mixed. But when stacking bass and sub sounds is where most people make the mistake. I have 3 bass sounds here. They play one single note. 2 are basses, 1 is a sub bass. Let me play them for you individually. It's the first bass. This is the sub. And this is the second bass. Okay? And I printed these from my virtual instrument. 2 of these sounds come from Massive and 1 comes from Xpan 2, and after that I have a rat distortion. So because they play the same exact note every single time, nothing should change between these, right? But that's not the case. In fact, I want you to pay attention to what massive difference in tone and low end there is between the first and the second. So you can clearly hear the first note is solid, a massive low end. The second note is just hollow and the low end goes away almost completely, okay? If I switch the phase of one of the 3 basses with the trim plugin, okay, so one of the basses is out of phase, but it's only out of phase on this note. If I keep the phase inverted and I play the first note, now that one is gonna be out of phase. And here's why you should always print your synth, your virtual instrument. Because even if when you play the single sounds, all right, this bass, it sounds exactly the same by itself, doesn't it? But virtual synths and hardware synths as well, they have oscillators, and you don't hear the difference by listening to the sound itself because probably it's too subtle. But these oscillations, when you start stacking bass sound and sub sounds, change the phase relationships between the tracks. And if you don't commit to the sounds on your virtual instruments, these oscillations, and we can actually see it in the wave form, the waves change between the first and the second. Same for the second one, same for the third one, all right? It's slow and oscillating because these are really low sounds with slow cycles, so we can actually see the oscillations and they are different. And they are gonna be different each note, okay? So by printing your VST, now you have this selection and you don't have the constant variables of the synths changing every time you hit play. So now in this case, it's easy because I need one note. So I'm gonna pick the best one, the one that has all 3 aligned, and just copy it, okay? This is just a concept that you need to be aware of when you work with synth, and especially with synth bass and subs. We can listen quickly to all of them so you can hear the changes. All right, you heard these 3-4 notes, I think. Let's solo them. There's a massive difference. Okay, so now the second or the fourth is gonna be my winner. I'm just gonna copy it and paste it. And if you have multiple notes and you have a bass line that changes, well, pay attention when you start stacking sounds because this could happen. So always print your VSTs, especially if you're working with low-end sounds, because this could happen. I hope this video was useful. I hope you liked it. And if you did, please don't forget to leave a like and share. If you learned something and you wanna learn a lot more, click the join button down here, become a MixBus TV member. Check all the links in the info box down below before you go. Subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe. See you next time.